Hey, Stupid Cowboys here with an update video. Alright, so, wait, a fire prism? Yes, that's right, I have a fire prism, which I actually just finished building last night. Sorry for the rubber bands, you know, that rubber band trick they always show in the Games Workshop books. Holding the model together so it dries right. A little bit of a tough model to put together, especially the prism cannon. That thing was pretty finicky. Just a little bit annoying. I mean, you can see close up that it doesn't exactly fit perfectly, but I think it'll do. So, yeah, this model right here basically brought me up to 1,000 points as of now. So this is going to be a very, very key model in my army, because my Eldar army, as of now, my main troops are Dire Avengers, which is great. They're very solid troops. But I'm really lacking that anti-tank, and this can bring the Strength 9 Blast, which means that in 6th edition, blasts, the hull doesn't have to be centered over the vehicle anymore, so I could potentially clip a close together squadron. I could potentially nip 2 vehicles with Strength 9 AP2, which is now +1 on the chart, making this a very effective medium to heavy tank killer. Also, I can throw down that, I think it's a Strength 5 AP4 large blast, which is awesome. And base, this tank comes 115 points. I would like to get hollow fields and spirit stones, but if I'm running thin on points, 115 points for this guy is a pretty good deal. Also, that he's ballistic skill 4, which is very crucial. So basically, I haven't primed it yet, but basically I painted the little fire prism crystals because I figured they'd be hard to paint once I put them inside of the tank, which it says in the instructions. I mean, I could have done a better job probably, but, you know, I mean, I went with the light blue with like a white outline. It doesn't look great, but, you know, I'm not a great painter anyway, so I think it's good enough for me. I also put the shuriken cannon on here because I figure weapon destroyed now is just a 50-50 shot, so I might as well have another weapon on there. But you say, why not make it just the twin-link shuriken catapults? So if it does happen to be that weapon, it's not a 10-point weapon. Well, if the fire prism thing gets blown off, this thing can still fly around and just annoy the crap out of you with those 3 strength 6 shots every turn. So that's my logic there. I mean, on the back of the fire prism, you can see I didn't add star engines or vectored engines. Vectored engines are nice, but sometimes it's just, you can't put that many points into a tank. Especially, it's for a rare scenario. It's for the scenario where you turbo boost and you're immobilized and you crash. So basically, if this guy's turbo boosting, he's pretty much on his last limb anyway, because he's going to sit in the back ranks and shoot. And if he's turbo boosting, it's to capture an objective in Big Guns Never Tire, or to just annoy the opponent once he's basically been neutralized and his fire prism gun has come off. So that's not really worth it. Star engines give you an extra 12 inches. I mean, could be useful, but still not worth the extra points. And the final thing to note is that I think I actually did this wrong, but the fire prism gun can come off, which is actually going to make for easy traveling. So I believe the fire prism gun, that bottom plate is supposed to be glued in, and just the top part is supposed to rotate. But I think I kind of did it backwards, but it still works. I mean, it's great. So this big awful, I mean not awful, but this thing could snap. So it makes for easier transporting, and the occasional weapon destroyed. Just pull that thing off. And there you go. So that's my fire prism. It's really going to add some depth and definitely some diversity in my Eldar army. Very happy with the model. The only thing I don't like, actually, the hull itself is much easier to put together than a Wave Serpent. So the turret was also very easy. The only thing I didn't like on here was the prism cannon itself. Sort of flimsy, and it didn't exactly fit together right, but I made the best out of it, and I think it'll be a very effective tank in 6th edition.